Well, here we go again. Trying some new stuff here. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, more lighting. Don't laugh at my PlayStation headset. I'm getting a new mic. Right. All right. Don't say not a word. Right. Say something. No. Let me know how it sounds. How does it look? Let's go on ahead. Let's dive right into it. We're gonna talk about robbery in Chicago. Let's go. Let's.
What's going on, you? This is Instructor Mike. You can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me
It
on.
could be you as a citizen, and you walked up and you see somebody. It look heavy? I don't know. Create special. That must be. But it's good to know that this can handle the high pressure rounds of the flooding. Ready to go.
Make eye contact with me. He's still trying to get it open a couple of times.
So chill.
Just can y'all hear that? What's going on? I'm testing out some equipment here. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? You said you can hear me. I'm doing good, D. I'm doing good. City boy outdoors. What's going on? I shout off in the comments. Let me. You can. Oh, you can. Okay. Can you hear the effects? Can you hear the effects? Let's test it out. You know, hi Yesenia, what's going on? Mr. Outside, I've been good. The blue looks good. Okay. Can you hit it? Wait, I'm just you. You said restoring gun rights. Okay. How common is that process? I don't know. I don't know. Marisol, what's going on? Can you all hear the? I'm 18 and my beard won't grow fast enough. What? I look. Let me tell you something. I can't control whether or not your beard grows fast or not. Can you hear me? Well, you can hear me. I'm just trying out certain things. Before we get into the topic, do me a favor. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that great stuff. Can you all hear the effects? Oh, double face, you can hear them, man. Just let me know. Can you hear them? I'm testing out my little board that you can. Trucker's wife said 10-4. 10-4. What's going on? So you all got questions. Where's Marquise and John? They're teaching. I gotta get up. You said that sounds rough. There's some feedback. Some of you say yes. How do you grow such a beard? You just grow it. You just grow it. Maybe I should. I'm just testing out a few things. You said sounds bad when I hit the background. Hit the background button. All right. You said that ain't it. What's not it? What's not it? Yeah, I don't. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. You said when's the next class? I'll answer you. Hey, I got you. I'll answer you all's questions in a minute. I'm probably not gonna save this live, but I am live streaming right now. I'm trying to get the sound board working right before I go on ahead and he said Houston Mike has problems. What does that mean? Oh, Houston Mike has problems. Oh, I'm not thinking about that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying a few things here before I go on ahead. All right, so let's go on ahead. You said anytime you hit a sound effect and talk right after it, we can't hear you. I'll get it together someday. Was it fun being a CO? Yeah, it was fun being a CO. Is it possible for a firearm to discharge at a certain level of heat? Yeah, The ammo, yeah. You said when you do the sound effects, it muffles me. Yeah, that happens. That happens. That does happen. You're interested in the arm class? What's going on, Tasha? I got you. I thought I sent that information to you. I thought I sent that to you. The side was a whole mood. Yeah, it was. Best concealed carry firearm. Oh, y'all firing off the questions. Y'all do me a favor. Hey, Deanna, what's going on? I got my members walking in. If you all want to join the this channel, I put some exclusive content on the channel. If you do want to join, okay, there is some instructional content that I put on this channel specifically for channel members. All right. So if you all do want to join, just go on ahead and stuff like that. You members, if you're here, what do you think about the content that has been put on there? Now, if it's crappy, go on ahead and say it. Just be real with it. Just be real with it. Love the videos. There you go, Trucker's Wife. Shouts out to you. All right, she's a member of the channel. Special shout out to your friends Smith and Wesson Velda. What's going on? You said, hey, long time. You know what? I'm surprised that Facebook is even letting me have my live because Facebook is good at doing that. Hold on. Y'all said something about the effect. I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet. And I'm gonna let the you said it muffled me during the yeah. Did y'all hear the boo? Let me know y'all heard the boo. At least I'm gonna go on ahead. You said you've been hit with I don't even know what that even means. Um, is it illegal? Hey, Kaylin, what's going on? Is it illegal to print when concealing in Illinois? No, it's not. You said no ecstatic. All right. Maybe I'll get an engineer in here to work on it. Who knows? But I like my little soundboard. Let me try something for a minute.
How does it sound now? How does it sound? How does it sound now? It sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds very weird. Oh, you said she said no. Okay.
All right, I'll change it back. I'm sorry. You said it's too much.
Look. What you mean is too much? You said the mic is good. What it said?
Why can't you have it? It's fun. I have some fun here. Look, I tried.
All right, I'm just playing. I'm just trying to. All right, I'm trying. You said it's time to go to bed. It's not time for me to go to bed. It's not time. It might be time to go to bed. It might be. Okay, so for those of y'all looking for concealed carry class, I do have a concealed carry class coming up. Not this weekend. This weekend I'll be in Maryland teaching the Maryland wear and carry class. Okay, that's going to be on the 9th and the 10th, right? In Owings Mills, Maryland. Okay, that's where I'll be this weekend. You said work with it later. What's up, Dave? So I got a video coming out, Trucker's Wife. I got a video coming out to that effect, right? So for those of y'all want to conceal carry class, if you want the class, go on ahead and text the word or text CCL to 773-644-5000. Let me see if I got that up here still. I should have that up here. Where's it at, bro? Oh, well, no, not that one. Let me change this number. Text the word CCL to 773-644-5000. And then I will send you the information. If you're interested in a concealed carry class, good. Text the word CCL or the abbreviation CCL to 773-644-5000. Or if you got my number, you probably already got my number. So just text it there. And we'll go on ahead and do that. You said we have to reschedule soon. The Thursday and Friday one was canceled. Yeah, you know, but I don't mean it's canceled all the way outright. You know, that doesn't mean that. So, yeah, that's just where we are with that, right? Do I believe in the app? Well, you see, that's what I get for putting on there, ask me anything. Y'all are literally asking me anything, okay? Uvaldo said I sound like Lucifer. I can't. What's up, Bree? You said I always see your posts about the class is too late. Nah, you're not going to see it too late this time. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Go on ahead and share it. Tag some people in it if you know they're looking for classes, stuff like that. Again, well, here we go. Can't post comments to certain face. Okay, all right. Well, that's typical Facebook, so I'm not tripping on that. Let's talk about some crime, y'all. Let's talk about some crime. You said how much does it cost to get a concealed carry license? Where are we talking about? Where are we talking about? Are we talking about in Illinois? Am I married? No. No. Nope. Nope. I don't even know if I even qualify for a relationship. I'll be too busy. So everybody want to work in person until you find out that work in person is busy. Yeah. So nope. 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 So what weapon signs should you honor? The ones by law that have I got a video coming out about that specifically. It's being edited. And thank you for that, Trucker's Wife. You said you love the edits. I appreciate that. And go ahead and just try with the sound effect. I'm trying with the sound effects, y'all. I'm trying with the sound effect. Yeah, Tisha, you get it. Everybody wants somebody busy that's working until you get somebody busy. And then you get somebody busy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You said at this point you're gonna pay for a private session. My private sessions cost $250. I charge Chicago minimum wage. I charge Chicago. Whoa! You said I was in the Dollar General store 10 minutes before the shooter showed up in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, that was crazy. Yeah, I got a question. Father Trucker, I ain't saying you, right? But how is it in a stand your ground state? How is it in a stand your ground state? Nobody had a gun. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I mean, I get it. It's possible. You get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. Oh, not $2.50, $250. That's for the one-on-one. I'm just saying. Well, I'm glad you got out of there, and I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you. Oh, here we go. Father Trucker said I did. You see what I'm saying? And it's man. Yes, Justina. What did you say? I'm baffled by that. In a stand your ground state. Thank you, Profoundly Fresh, for the super chat. Congratulations on your success. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much for that, for the super chat. $4.99. I appreciate you. Shouts out to you. Thank you very much. And congratulations on yours, too. Your readings were hidden for sure. Gone ahead. I'm trying my effects out. I'm trying it out. I got this board. I'm gonna get a studio engineer in here to work it out, and it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right for the city. I got some lighting on the side, as you can see. It's a lot of light in here, So I'm trying. Profoundly Fresh. Were you able to hear my applause? I hope you were able to hear. Let me know. I'm testing some things. Now we're gonna talk about Chicago crime tonight. We're gonna talk about that tonight. Okay, we're gonna talk about that tonight. They always think someone else will be armed and save them. Oh, you heard it. Okay. So let me tell you something before we get into talking about Chicago crime. So I was at a store. How many of y'all heard about the situation? Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that great stuff. Let's get the likes up, please. Let's the algorithm know that this conversation is something that needs to be had, right? How many of you all, let's talk about the situation with the lady. You didn't hear it, but it's okay. All right, okay. We gonna get, let me see. Now, when I raise the effect, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm trying it. Here we go. So, how many of y'all heard about the situation? Black female got hit side of the face with the brick. Sign up in the comments if you heard that. Yes, Justina, we're talking about that. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. Thank you. No comment, no question, just another super chat. Thank you. I'm humbled by that. Appreciate it. Y'all heard about it, right? You all heard about it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that to the side for a minute because y'all commented about the people on Fox, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. So let's talk about the lady with the brick. Okay. So I was in Walmart today, South Side, Chicago. And I was in line purchasing a few things, stuff like that. Chairs, you know. And I'm looking, and I'm gonna get to your comments in a minute. Please keep them coming. Please keep them coming. But I was looking at I was purchasing my stuff in Walmart, had the chairs, everything. And with the chairs, right, this older black lady and a younger black boy came into, to the register. We were self-checkout. So I'm checking out my stuff, and the boy was like, "Oh, you got a lot of chairs. What are you going to be doing with those chairs?" And the lady, the grandmother said, "Boy, mind your business." And I'm sitting here like, "Ma'am, it's okay. I teach classes. I teach people security and, firearms classes so they can protect themselves. And it's okay. You can ask me a question." So let's have a conversation on that before we get to talking about Chicago crime, because that's involving juveniles too. When you saw that video with that lady with the brick who got hit in the face with the brick and the other people who stood by, that situation and the situation that I ran into with the grandmother or the mom or the guardian and that little black boy, if I didn't respond the way I did and invite him to talk to me, you see what I'm saying? Like, is it, and I'm sure her intentions might have been good, but I see why there's a distaste for certain women and why some women get hit with bricks. You literally create little boys who grow up hating their caretakers, who then have a disdain for women, who then don't want to protect them. See, you're not going to protect what you don't value. Does that make, I'm not playing that video. I'm not. YouTube is not doing it to me. I'm not going to do it. But you don't protect what you don't value. Shaka Zulu said it's a mind your business culture. Yeah, I get it. But you don't protect what you don't value. And so if she didn't find value in her son, grandson asking another black man, I'm wearing the same type of stuff that I'm wearing. It clearly identifies what I'm doing, except the shirt was black. I changed it to blue for today, for right now. But I'm clearly wearing, it's his instructor. He saw something in me to ask me a question. And that was a learning opportunity right there. And she just yanked that from him. Thank you, Derek Rogers, for the super chat. Just yanked that from him. Ladies, with all due respect, no shame, no judgment. Can we have some accountability in the room? Can we sit there and say that there are some things that our moms and grandmas and aunties and nieces, and to help the boys understand valuing themselves first, valuing other people, and not being afraid to ask certain questions? You literally create a disdain in this boy to make him then, and there's no telling how many times she's done that to him. And I get it. Hey, Shanika, how are you? One of the YouTube members. Please feel free to join the YouTube Instructor Mike channel. I got a lot of instructional videos that I've been posting. You see some of the members here that have said that they enjoy the videos. I'm putting more instructional content on the members side of the house, so please feel free to join. Hey, Mo, what's going on? Sean Casey said, I got my aunt and Mo a gun. Well, all right. I'm the only male in the house and my parents are divorced. All right, we're going to stick with the comment and then I'll get to answering some of your questions in a minute. You said my son wouldn't have asked an older person that had nothing to do with him. I hate when people try to quiet the curiosity of kids. Kids are supposed to learn. I just really felt sad for that. So, what are your thoughts about the situation? Do you understand why I was talking about that, and then the correlation between that and the woman? Now, let's talk about the woman with the brick who got the brick on the side of her face. I'm not gonna show the video. It's been shown all over, and as soon as I do, YouTube will take care of my show. In other words, I won't be able to do anything for a week. That's how YouTube responds to stuff like that. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. But what are your thoughts about that? You said, hey, can you please shout me out? I've been subscribed to you for so long. Yes, Hudson Miller. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. Here we go. Trucker's wife says she provoked it. Let's have that conversation. The value of value, the value of self, the value of people, the value of relationships, the value of resources, and the expiration of things. Let's have that conversation. Richard Kent said it was wrong. Okay. Profoundly Fresh said, I think it's unfortunate, but she didn't deserve assault. Homegrown Miss says if she didn't lay hands on him, he was out of line. Okay. Profoundly Fresh said she didn't put hands on him. Let's have that conversation. How many times have us as instructors been asking you to get in class? How raw can we have this conversation? Can we have this conversation raw? Because I want to have the conversation raw, but I want to make sure that y'all cool with it, right? Because I value your presence here. Let's have that conversation. We need to have it raw. We need to have it raw. Which means you might hear a couple of, I might have to, it might go down like that. It might. But we got to have that conversation raw. We're talking about the young lady, the video that's been going viral about the young lady that was hit with the brick. Let's have that conversation. You said it's the old sticks and stones adage, but that's what society has become, unfortunately, now. Let's talk about it. So I had a concealed carry renewal class. And in that concealed carry renewal class, I had 4 people. 3. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, House of the Princess? What's going on? You said it's not the same incident? Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. And I can't show the video, so you got to go on ahead and watch it, right? Bree Riley, you said, I ever forgot what I was going to talk about. You said his ego was bruised and embarrassed and reacted out of fear of what his peers thought about him. And in that moment, instead of thinking rationally, yeah, that's definitely something that happens. That's definitely something that happens. Let's go on ahead and talk about it. So here we go. How many of y'all remember the Maxwell's incident? Because the Maxwell's incident and this incident, they both tie directly into each other. If you don't remember the Maxwell's incident, let me remind you, okay? Carlisha Hood, woman, black woman, was in the Maxwell Street Polish stand, if you will. Different ones in Chicago are structured differently. Some have enclosures. Actually, very few have enclosures. Most of them are open air. Most of them are open air, meaning you can walk up to it, order your food. You got room to be able to navigate, move around if something happens. You get what I'm saying? But in this event or in this situation, it was in an enclosure, right? Plexiglass windows allow the outside viewers to be able to see straight through, right? So she goes in, purchases food. We don't know, orders food. We don't know who started it, who arrived there first, right? But conversation happens between the man and Carlisha Hood. Her son is in the car. Now, Carlisha is a concealed carry licensee,
right? But she leaves her firearm in the car, okay? Man, we see a video that subsequently went viral post-incident, obviously. But the man says, lady, get your food. Carlicia stays there, begins to talk. Man says, get your food. Carlicia then begins to talk. Man is aggressive. Carlicia is not. It appears as though she's pinned. I have a difference of opinion. She could have moved. The man could have kept his hands to himself. We're going to talk about both sides. Then we're going to correlate that to the incident with the brick. Do me a favor. Tap the likes. Get the likes up, please. Here we go. Man says, oh, my grandma, get your food, lady. I'm going to knock you the out. You get it. I'm trying out my board, so that's why I did that, right? Knock you the out on my grandma. Okay? Did y'all hear that beat? I hope y'all heard that beat. You know, I got to watch the show to find out the beat went through, right? Here we go. So then she doesn't get the food. She continues to talk, right? Then he starts to punch her. He starts to punch her. Not a good idea. Not something good to do. Not legal at all. But he begins to punch her. And when he begins to punch her, by that time, her son was standing in another doorway with his hands in his pockets. At the time he begins to punch her, the son pulls out a firearm, shoots the assaulter multiple times, and it results in his life contract being terminated. Okay? I look at it from an anger management and from a behavioral perspective. That's how I look at it from that perspective. In that perspective, right, he could have kept his hands to himself. Right? That man had no right to put his hands on her. But I'm going to tell you something about learned behavior. Right? I go back to when he's a little boy. When he's a little boy and he's like,
Mommy, I really need your help. And what do you mean you can't help?
that's where I go back to. But, or maybe even daddy. Maybe even daddy, who might be like,
look, I'm not going to get another call from your school again. You were acting bad in school.
And then the son is like,
All I want is your attention. And I'm trying to talk to the teacher, but the teacher is like,
I don't talk to you. I got so many kids to deal with, and I'm trying to call your mom.
y'all like when I deal with that, right? Y'all like when I deal with that. Oh, y'all like when I deal with that. I'm just saying, right? And then what happens?
Look, let me get another call. Let me get another call. And then you sit here like,
And then every time, what happens? You're teaching your son that you're solving problems by using your hands. You're solving problems by using your hands. You're solving problems by using your hands. And then what happens? He grows up not learning proper ways to deal with things, and that you don't use your hands to solve problems. You don't use your hands to solve problems. You don't use your hands to. He says, give a lot of feedback. Hey, I'm trying. Is it better now? You don't use your hands to solve problems. It's a crappy. I'm gonna get a better mic. I can't do nothing to control this. I'm trying. But you're using your hands to solve problems. And if you're using your hands to solve problems, how are they supposed to gain any conflict resolution skills? You use your words. You use your words. Is it still fuzzy, y'all? Is it still fuzzy? I'm trying. I don't. Maybe it's the. I don't know. You use your words. Static coming in. It happened after I used the board. Oh. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I done adjusted the. It's fuzzy now. You said Dr. Indisputable with we don't know how to handle our emotions. Right? Don't know how to handle your emotions. The sound effects are funny. I'm trying. I'm gonna get a studio engineer in here to kind of work it out and set it right. Set it right. Right. You said unplug it and plug it back in. Maybe is that better? Is that better? I'm trying. Is it a little bit better now? It's all good. Okay. All right. I see one person said it's all good. Nope, it's not. Kinda. Yeah. Look. No, it's not better. I don't. Look. I just turned the mic down. Look. You said I got a reverb. Maybe if I turn all that down. Is that better? I turned everything down. Y'all getting some buzzing still? Y'all still getting some buzzing? Look, I'm trying. It could be Facebook. It's not better. I'm trying. Now it sounds really bad. Yeah. You said it's not better. It's just an echo. It came in after Daddy spoke. Who put the mad emoji up there? Why are you mad, Andrea? It's not the sound effects, it's my actual audio. YouTube also? Damn. Zuckerberg trying to hold the black man down. Oh, God. Let me see something. All right, is that better? I don't even know. No sound. Damn, hold on. That's the camera. Audio. Everything is. He said fixed. Oh, I'm good now. Why I had to unplug it just to. Oh. Now, oh. So I can't use my sound effects now. I can't. Is the beep still good? Can I still use the beep? Can I use the beep now? Can I use the beep now? I can at least use the beep. Can I? No, it wasn't. I had to unplug it. And then I had to sit here. You can hear the bleep. I'm trying this out. The beep is working mighty fine. Look. I was having fun with the dad thing. I was having fun with it. It was you did tell me, House of Beep Princess. You did tell me. Did y'all hear the beep is good and it sounds good after? Love the bleeps. And the sound effects are better. Well, look. Hey. Is that better? Maybe that's all I had to do. I don't know. Oh, the struggle streaming is real. Oh, yeah, is the artwork? Yes. So no, I painted a few of these, but not all of these. Julia, what's going on? Hey. You're so happy to be here. Let's continue what we're talking about. All right, so here we go. Yes, the man could have kept his hands to himself. But when the man isn't taught, when every time I almost want to go through the shift in the voices again, but if I do it again, it's gonna be it's gonna be messed up. I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it though. I do. That was fun. That was really fun. All right, so here we go. Yeah, but he didn't learn. See, your children aren't gonna master what you haven't mastered. And if you always doing this to them to try to solve problems, then they've learned to do this to other people to try to solve problems too. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you said FCC charges 7,000 per beat. What? I tried it. That was good. That was good. You said the sound effects are great now with your voices coming through. All right, okay, come through, Lord, come through. You said bottom line, the man is not a man. Well, look, I don't know if the man is not a man. You know, you know what? I want to make the conversation interesting. If I drop the link, would you all come up? Because I want to have a conversation. If I drop the link, would you all come up? I don't want it to just be me talking. I talk all day. I talk all day. See, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf in this. You see what I'm saying? And every time, I hope they don't charge 7,000 per beat. I'm just the sound effects, and I'm done already. You know, but if I drop the link, would y'all come up? Now, Junior Reeves, hey, he said, depends on the situation. I'm not letting a random female put her hands on me for no reason. Katie's Modern Life, you said, side note, that video with you and the cop who cut off the witnesses, like, made me really see your talent. Thank you. I'm humbled by that. And as soon as I learned about that video, as soon as I learned about that incident, that was a horrible thing to do. It was horrible. Schneider 007 007 says too much feelings and ego. People need to be nicer. Kindness is golden, but you actually have to have skills to be able to do that. You have to have skills to be able to do that, right? You said I was looking for one of your books about the family credit report. Will you give me the details again? Yes, I will. You can go to MikeBrownsBooks.com. MikeBrownsBooks.com. It's also on Amazon too. The Family Credit Report. The Family Credit Report is a book, a workbook that helps you go through your family history in terms of outcomes. Not your family history in terms of who married who and who did what to who. That's a part of it, but in terms of outcomes. So you can see what they don't do better. Does that make sense? Like, I had to tell this to a young lady today. I had to tell this. That would be nice. That would be nice. I had to tell this young lady because her son quit the football team, and she told her son, I quit trying to help you get better, for the lack of a few words. And I said, okay, it's the frustration talking. It's the frustration talking. But you may have to dive into your history to see if you come from a family of quitters. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? If you come from a family of quitters, and I'm not shaming her or judging her, but you got to be honest. Like, if everybody in your family has quit things, then it makes sense why you have quit things. What did I say? People in trauma are good intention people that suffer from 5 things. 5 skill areas: security, patience, loyalty, communication, and follow through. You know, so that's what I'm talking about. You said, "Can I pin where to get your books in the description?" I sure can. I'm gonna actually put the comments. Yeah, never give up on your kids. There's context with that too. There's context with that too. But you're right, Katie. You're definitely right. Um, Let me put it in the comments here. You said there's a whole study on it, trauma. Yes, and I talk about a lot of that on this show. So I know, like tonight, it kind of seems like I'm going everywhere with this. I'm testing my equipment and I'm talking to you all too. Um, you said a Caucasian dude shows up again. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link, and if you all want to come up and talk about the situation with the lady with the brick, I would be interested in knowing and hearing your thoughts, your opinions about it. But if you come up, I'd like for you to cam up because we do have bots on here. Yeah, I see you, XJX. What was your comment? You said something. I got you got my attention now. So what was your comment? Please come up and get the likes up, all that great stuff, please. Comment, subscribe, and please, if you'd like to join this channel, please do. Please do. Cam up. What are your thoughts about the situation with the brick? I want to have a more robust conversation. It's on the instructor. The link is on the Instructor Mike. It's on Security Training Concepts. It's also on YouTube on Instructor Mike. So I dropped the link. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. I'd like to have a conversation about the lady with the brick and what your thoughts are about it. And if you disagree or agree, let's have that conversation. Did that come through? Am I fuzzy after that now? Oh, oh. You said you were saying on your other account, when you try to make a comment, you do not see it. It does not show up. Okay. Oh, it came through great. All right. I'm good. Okay. Plug and plug. Okay. Yeah, seriously. What you talking about? I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to add more things to my channel. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? To the mystery music. You've been stuck on which one? Which one you're talking about? Which one are you talking about? I see some start. Oh, okay. Yes. The super chats. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. You said it's good to know what hurdles your family has dealt with so you will know. I'm making accomplishments with the sound effects. Yes, I'm trying. I am trying. Homegrown Miss, she said, I have to go. I want to say I appreciate the work you're doing. We need more positive voices teaching the importance of respect and patience. Thank you, sir. Yes, respect and patience is important, but I will tell you this. Patience is not just a virtue. Patience is a skill. Patience is a skill, right? You don't want to talk about desensitizing of the population and how people perceive each other here and now. Young man, thank you, Profoundly Fresh, for another super chat. I greatly appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for that. You do a lot of great work as well. Gucci, was it Q420? Hey, Mike, love the content. I do everything you do when I pump my gas, ready to go at all times. Out, doggone standing, outstanding. Unless he was a 90-year-old man, the brick was overkill. Okay, all right. Thank you, Richard Ken. I appreciate that. You said, call me Zoe. Hey, Mike, I live in New Jersey and turned 21. How should I go about getting a firearms license? Well, I would tell you this. In New Jersey, do you know that they now have to do the FBI course? They now have to do the FBI course when they actually qualify. Homegrown Miss, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. You said, do I break protocol? What are you talking about breaking protocol over? I don't know what you're talking about breaking protocol. You said assault and battery. Now he has a record. Was it really worth it? Was he arrested? over that? I didn't hear about him being arrested. I mean, yeah, I could see that happening, but was he arrested? Where can I find the video? I can't show the video. I cannot show that video. I cannot. Profoundly fresh. Thank you for the super chat again. Were you trying to put the comment up there? You got to put the comment up there. I'm trying to read your comment. I'm trying to read your comment. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Divine Order, you said FBI course for the C. Yes. So let me explain to you the FBI course. So the FBI course is a course where it starts you out at 25 yards. It starts out about 25 yards, and then I think the video would be on YouTube, but I can't show it on my channel. Every time I show one of those videos, it takes it out of here. Sam Fisher, I got you in the back. Give me 1 minute, and I need you to cam up. There's so many bots out there. So many bots out there. I need you to cam up if it's possible. So with the FBI course, you start out at 25 yards. Now there is a strong side, then there's support side. Then you got I believe when we did it, it was prone, but you actually have kneeling and standing. You're actually behind cover, and you start out at 25 yards, and then you're pushing from 25 to 15. Then you got strings of fire at 15. Then you're pushing to 10. Then you're pushing to 7. And you're pushing to 5. Then you're pushing, I believe, to 3, and then to 1. It's 10 stages, and the New Jersey Justice Department, or whatever the department that's out there, I got it in my phone. They set the curriculum for the use of force, and they set the curriculum for the course of fire that you have to shoot. It's not any of this shooting at a B-27 where, like in Illinois, you got 10 rounds at 5, 10 rounds at 7, 10 rounds at 10. Yeah, it's really where you actually have to earn your license. And I gotta say, yes, as for me, yes, you said that's better than Texas. Everyone walking around with guns here. Now I get it. You get some places that are constitutional carry. Some places that are constitutional carry. I get it. But with constitutional carry, you said I have to hop off, but I will reach out about the next class. Yes. Yes, with constitutional carry. Thank you for that, Bree. I'll talk to you. And you did text me. Send me a text message again so that it'll pop back up to the top so that I interact with you. Yes, you said you do something like that in JROTC. Yeah, ROTC was fun. It really was. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. Yes. So when you're looking, you said you did that in your arm class in Florida, Junior. Yes. Yes. You say you keep trying to put your comment. The sound effects are great and hilarious. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Do me a favor, get the likes up. Get the like. Yeah, text me, Bree. I got you. Yeah, there are no classes required. And so when you got constitutional carry, right? I'm gonna say something that's controversial. And it's gonna be it's people not gonna like it. But I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. If you look at culture, and I've been fortunate enough to teach around, in other states, if you will. I've had experiences in the military. I've had experiences in law enforcement, and I've been fortunate enough to teach in those spaces. And I'm going to say it's going to be controversial, but let's go on ahead and go with it. A percentage of white people have no problem going to get continuing education. A percentage of black people have no problem going to get continuing education. But what are those percentages? What are those percentages? Sign off in the comments. What do you think that those percentages are? I'm going to put it on you first. What do you think those percentages are? A percentage of white folks have no problem going to get classes. A percentage of black folks have no problem going to get classes. Here's a question for you. We should be able to have a grown-up conversation without getting offended. So who do you think goes to get more classes without being told? Is it more white folks? Is it more black folks? I had to narrow that question down because that was kind of a vague question I put out there. But who do you think has no problem going to get classes without being told they gotta do so? Is the percentage white or is the percentage black? Come on, let's put it in the comments. No shame, no judgment. We gotta have that realistic conversation here. Y'all look in the comments. Here we go. Prince Rios says whites for sure. Derek says whites for sure. Truckers white. Truckers white. White, not white, wife. Says white people, right? Buck Rogers says 50% white, 25% black. The F kind of question, boy, get out of here. Javar says white, of course. Richard says, in my opinion, rich people mostly. What's up, Big Daddy? Virginia Bushcrafter says whites. We should be able to have that. Alan says 60% white, 40% African American. Yes. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but it's true. Victor, I'm going to put you in timeout. Next time you get disrespectful, I'm going to ban you from my channel. Prince Rios says, I encourage all my homies who swear they know how to shoot, and my white friends are more educated in handling firearms than my black friends, sadly. And we're not saying this as a point of talking about black folks negatively. But what I'm saying is this. I've got friends and associates who are instructors in Texas. As soon as they heard about Texas going to constitutional carry, they were like, boy, we about to lose a great percentage of our classes. And do you know what? They were right. They were right. They were right. So let's have that discussion. Why is that? Why is that? That's not our history. That's not black history. You can't tell me of the things that I've learned about black history that the value of education was never there. The value of education was there. What changed? Firearm self-protection says, is it culture? Alan says, is it culture? Javar says, yet they also make it harder for us black people to get training. White people don't want us to be armed. Is that true? I don't know if I believe that to be true. Sam, I'll let you up in a minute. I don't know if I believe that to be true. The USCCA is hugely responsible, especially in Illinois, for making a lot of black folks instructors. For making a lot. They promote classes like hotcakes. The NRA is the reason why we have concealed carry in Illinois. Now, I get it in terms of the history, Byron. You're not wrong at all. It's partly true. But what are we talking about right now? Right now. Right now. As for me, you said that Alabama brawl happened in Texas. Oh, it would have been a gunfight. It would have been a gunfight. I'm telling you, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. You're not wrong. Now, Buck asked a question. Why is it? It's not really racial, more cultural, like most things in life. You're not wrong at all either. You're not wrong at all. As for me, you said it. Yes, you can get a class in Texas if you want. There are still instructors who train well. But why is it they gotta beg you for classes? Virginia Bushcrafter says to renew in Washington, D.C. or to renew a Washington, D.C. firearm license, the cost goes up every year until it's not affordable for some. DeAndre says, nobody in the information age can stop you from learning about gun handling skill. In fact, If you join this page, those of you who are members of this page, of the Instructor Mike page, did you get a chance to check out the firearms handling confidence course videos 1 through 13? Did you get a chance to take your unloaded firearm with snap caps and try the things that I was teaching you? Did you get a chance to try it out? And if you got a chance to try it out, sound off in the comments. How valuable are they? See, some of you all who've been subscribing to this page, you don't see those videos because those videos are in the members only section. In the information age, there's no reason. Now, and I'm getting ready to put the trigger aerobics stuff in there too. Those videos are going to help you work on body mechanics. Chicago Mike the Shooter shouts out to you. Those videos are going to help you work on body mechanics. Trucker's wife said, I got to get the snap caps. They're on Amazon. If you tap the link in the profile, in my YouTube profile, it'll lead you to my link tree and you'll be able to see the snap caps. Yes, I have an affiliate link that's there. But when you get it, have you had a chance to check out the videos? It's a lot of quality in that page. Would it be too much trouble if you considered joining this page? I'm adding quality content that's instructional, teaching you tips, hints, things like that I've learned in passing along, right? I'm putting that content in that page. So please consider joining. Why is it that people look? Okay, so I started to tell you the story about, you said you did the video with the hands and that was awesome. The hand alignment. Yes, I'm telling you, body mechanics. Here we go. So I'll give you case in point. Yeah, I see you, Sam. I see you. I got you in the private chat. I see you. So here we go. I did a renewal class. And when I did the renewal class, I had 4 people who were in the class. 3 black women and 1 black man. 2 of them were husband and wife. And so the class was awesome. Oh my God, it was awesome. But then when we got on the range, what in the look? The lecture is, yeah. No, Javar, you can go on ahead and get to the, you said, how do I join? Is there a link? If you go to the YouTube page, you'll see a button that says join. And when you see that button that says join, yeah, as soon as they're the different, it's the lecturer. I think it's just member, lecturer, and then associate instructor. The videos are at the videos with the different handling content, that's at the lecture level. It's at the lecture level. Because what I'm actually doing is I want to cultivate people to actually be instructors. I want to cultivate people to actually be instructors. So I've got like some train the trainer stuff on there too, right? But that's if you join. You don't have to, but that would be nice if you did. And Chicago Mike the Shooter, yes, go on out there and follow his stuff too. I'm proud of you, Chicago Mike the Shooter. You keep pushing with your YouTube channel. Keep pushing with your stuff, man. Keep pushing with your stuff, man. Keep going. Keep going, brother. That's the one thing I can say about you. You are definitely going. All right, let's get back to the story. Here we go. So, concealed carry renewal class. 4 people, 3 women, 1 man, 2 of them husband, wife, all black. The class was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But then I get them on the range. The man did a decent job. You could tell that he knows how to shoot, hold it down, stuff like that. But then the women, and mind you, they had their license for 4.5, close to 5 years. 4.5, close to 5 years. So then we get them on the range, and when I tell you I curse them I let them have it. I said, ain't no way that y'all gonna sit here and embarrass the ancestors. You not gonna, and this is the first time in a long time I've ever said something like that. You not gonna embarrass the ancestors like that. What do I mean when I say that? What do I mean when I say that? Thank you very much for joining the membership. I appreciate you. Javar. What do I mean when I say that? They fought, bled, and died so that you can get access to the education that was being denied them. Blood, sweat, tears. For you to get access to this training. And I'm going to tell you, that's a great question, Richard. What did they do that was so wrong? One lady couldn't even load the magazine. One lady, when she had the magazine loading, as Trucker's wife said, no practice since owning the gun. One lady, when she got the magazine loaded, she couldn't even put the magazine in the Maxwell correctly. Now, mind you, some of you in the comments probably like, or in your mind, you're sitting here like, well, Mike, why didn't you help them? It's always, you got to lift up each other, extend a hand, and you will see, be your brother like you and me. It's always the extend the hand and help a brother, help a sister folk that want to come with that rhetoric. And they don't understand that requalification is not retraining. Requalification is not retraining. Retraining is retraining. Requalification is requalification. And so after and every time she was shooting, every time she was shooting, now, she was shooting in the right direction. She didn't turn around and point the gun at me. She was shooting in the right direction. So as long as she was shooting in the right direction, I was going to let her it up. I was going to let her it up real bad. And then when she was done, outside of 30 rounds, they got to shoot. Sound off in the comments how many rounds you think she shot. Sound off in the comments how many rounds you think she shot. How many rounds you... Now, it wasn't 0. It wasn't 0. I see one person who's close. Come on now. Sound off in the comment who you... I'm sure. Come on. I see some numbers. I see some numbers. It's more than 10. I'll tell you that. Let me just narrow it down. 2 people are close. 2 people are close. Yeah, come on. I'm watching the comments. Sound off in the comments. What you think? What you think she got? Look at y'all. Y'all just picking out any daggum number. Here we go. Nope. No. Nope. 26. Come on, Virginia Bushcrafter. You right in between. You right in between. You right in between. Come on now. Yes, Julia James got it. That's what she scored. That is what she scored right then and there. Look, 14. Now, if she had gotten 14 and it was an honest attempt, I would have thrown her some more rounds. Lenny, 16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies explode. I'm just telling you, look, okay. So if she would have made an honest attempt, I would have gave her some more rounds and we would have got over the hump. You got to get a 70% out of 30, and that's 21. But because she was scared of the gun so much, I couldn't do it. Here's where it's about to get interesting. Y'all ready to hear it? Here we go. Here's where it's about to get interesting. This is what she said to me after everybody got their certificates, after everybody got their stuff. Her husband got his certificate, the other 2 ladies got theirs. And mind you, they weren't great, but they were sufficient. This is what she said.
You know, I really, it wasn't my day. I just got off work, and I got time. I got plenty of time, and you know, I'm not really concentrating right now. But I had a long day. I didn't get any sleep, and it's like, you know, I got time. You know, we should do it some other time. You know, I got time. My license doesn't expire for another month. My license doesn't expire. You know, I just hope you give me another chance because I just really, I don't know what to say.
Hey, you want to know what I was like?
I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Maybe the voice was too deep. But I said what I said. What the do you want me to give it? What do you want me? I don't care. I don't really care. Let me ask you this. If you was on your, I didn't say this to her. This is me asking you. If you were on your back and you were ready to get some, are you gonna care if the man's can't get up? Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, if a man came home and told you he lost his job and gave you all those kind of excuses, would you give a? No, you would not. You're going to do what you got to do to make it work. You're going to do what you got to do to make it work. Do y'all hear me? And see, that's why I got no problem pissing folks off. Because here we go. Back to the lady with the brick. Did this man approach you with the brick, or did he have to have it in his hand? Did he have to go get it? Were you able to see the man's hands? What's going on, James? Were you able to see the man's hands? If you were not able to see that man's hands, that should have been the first sign to get out of the way. What are you doing? Your situational awareness has to be on top. It has to be on top. We got to see hands. And for you to look, if you don't see hands, that should have been one of them. It should have been one of those. You gotta see hands. You gotta see hands. You gotta see hands. Thank you, Raymond. She was lucky it was a brick. It could have been a pistol. It could have been a pistol. He said some people on paper are great at figuring out the problem that way, but we doing a task like firing a firearm in the right manner is a whole nother subject. Thank you. Nicholas says, I had a guy take a CCW test, and out of 30 rounds, 4 hit the target and blamed it on the iron sights. Look, if you can't shoot with iron sights, you shouldn't be shooting. I get a bunch of people that you could literally give them an RMR. They're not hitting nothing. They're not hitting nothing at all. Well, what about a laser? I got a laser on my gun. Pew, pew, pew. Too bad. So sad you missed. Why? Because if your body mechanics are shaky, you're like a cat chasing a laser. You're not focusing on the threat. You're focusing on that laser. You're putting too much confidence in that laser. Body mechanics matters. It really does matter. It really does. Firearm self-protection, you're right. What if it breaks? What if it breaks? A laser really doesn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Look, it just makes you feel confident about thinking you're going to hit. You don't even know if you're going to hit. You don't even know. I'm going to answer your question, Woo Stacks. Do me a favor. Get the likes up, please. Get the likes up. Consider joining. Thank you very much for those who did offer a super chat. I greatly appreciate you. Shouts out to the new member, Javar, to you. Profoundly Fresh. Thank you very much. Homegrown Miss. Thank you very much for your super chats. Here we go. That laser just shows where you are. Chicago Mike the Shooter, gone ahead and join his YouTube page. That would be awesome. Maybe the iron sights was all black. But so what? Iron sights are your best friend. Yes, you already own it. You already own it. Justina, you said adding additional trinkets diminishes your basic skills. You can do without it. Yes, Justina. Yes. A woman of wisdom. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you asked the question, Woo Stacks, what's going on? What do you say about carrying a 5.7 by 28? It's cool till you run out of ammo. Look, it's cool until you run out of ammo. Then when you run out of ammo, where's the nearest gun store at? Where's the nearest gun store at? Can I borrow your gun? No, you can't borrow my stuff, boy. No, go on, get out of here. You got an exotic gun. Yeah, okay, it's gonna do what it need to do. I mean, it's a rifle caliber and a pistol platform. I get it. Where you gonna reload at? How many mags you gonna realistically carry on your person? Where you gonna put it at? See, I look for 4 things: affordable, comfortable, usable, and battle ready. That is not battle ready. It's exotic. It's not practical. Like Derek Rogers said, it's just not practical. It's not practical. It's not practical. Right? All right. Thank you. Chicago Mike the Shooter said, hell no. It's like asking to borrow your car. In a hits the fan situation, a 5.7 is not a common round. And everyone does not carry 5.7 ammo. Lefty, you got it. See, I like to think battle ready. I love the 9mm. Why? It's a very commonly carried caliber, which means if I run out and you down, I'm not out. I'm just going to take yours. But what if you're rich and have money? You still missing the point. It ain't about the richness of it. It's about being able to repurpose another person's ammo who may have had their life contract terminated. And if they've had their life contract terminated, if you got 5.7, where you gonna get ammo? Where you gonna get it? Oh, that's right. You didn't think about that. You just thought about how cool it would be. Chicago Mike the Shooter, you and YouTube, I'm gonna drop the link. So that way all you gotta do is click on that link. You'll see it in the comments. And you can come on up. You said Illinois' capacity is 15 rounds. Yes. And it's also about how quick is your reload, too. That's about it, too. Joey Diablo, what's going on? You said, why do you always tell the cops you have a firearm when the duty to inform law says you don't have to until they ask? That is a beautiful question. Give you applause for that question. That's a beautiful question, and I am happy to explain. So, if you don't know about me, I'm not just a firearms instructor. I'm a former cop, former military, and having been a former police officer, I was a very active one. In other words, traffic enforcement, yep, that was me. High on DUIs, that was me. You know, hard charging kind of officer. I really loved being a police officer. Supervised traffic enforcement, all kinds of stuff, right? I ain't gonna sit here and say I was SWAT. I'm not, no, not that. Right. But what happens is on traffic stops, right? We don't like surprises. Surprises happen, but we don't like surprises. And especially now that we have been and are in a concealed carry state, especially with the anti-police rhetoric that's out there, the attacks against law enforcement being more prevalent now than ever before. I know Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes, Act 66, the Illinois Concealed Carry Act, says that it's a conditional duty to notify. In other words, you don't have to tell them unless they ask. But having been in their shoes before as an active cop, even though I'm no longer one, I'm still true blue. So I'm going to help bring their fears down by, one, putting my hands on 11 with my palms facing me so that they can see my hands before they see my body, because I used to teach traffic stops and vehicle occupant control. I used to teach that. I was a supervisor of a traffic enforcement section, so I used to teach those things to my officers I was supervising. And so in teaching that, and as a firearms instructor, having been a police firearms instructor first before I became a civilian firearms instructor, as being a former taser instructor, use of force, defensive tactics instructor, I teach them hands. I teach them hands. And so if you understand how cops are taught, you'd be better able to instruct civilians as to what cops are trained to look for. So that's why I put my hands here. I tell them that I have it before they even ask. One of the greatest things my grandmother did, one of the greatest things my mother did, one of the greatest things my great-grandmother did, I was blessed enough to know all of them. They didn't push race in my face. They didn't push racial rhetoric in my face to make me fear white people. They taught me to look at character. If a person is a racist, let them qualify to be that before you call them that. So I'm not one of those ones that think all police are bad because of the history of law enforcement as it relates to the African American community. I am not ignorant of that history, but I don't fear all cops because of it. And so that's why I let them know, because I see the human before I see the racist. Because if you understand, not all racist people want to delete people. Not all racist people want to terminate people's life contract. And you have the, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something, and people are not going to like this. Did you know that you have a right not to like people? You have a right not to like people for various reasons. You have a right not to like people for various reasons. Once we have a conversation, we can get to that, add some rationale in that. Maybe we can be an agent of change for each other. Maybe there are just some things about each other we just don't understand. But I will tell you this, if you understand anything about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you cannot have a conversation that makes sense until everyone is secure. Everybody has to be secure first. That's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Security. We can't get to self-actualization. I'm going to read your comments too. We can't even get to self-actualization, a higher level of understanding and problem solving, until everyone feels secure first. We got to feel secure. That's got to be it. And if they're afraid of me and I'm afraid of them, we got to meet each other somewhere in the middle. I've pulled over people. They know they were speeding. I got the evidence to be able to show they were speeding. I was wearing body cameras before it was even popular. I was wearing eyeglass cameras that recorded audio and video before it even became popular. I used to love it when people tell me they didn't do it, and all of a sudden I produced the evidence that they did, and all of a sudden, hey, officer, is it possible I can get a break?
Hell no, you can't get a break. You gonna go on ahead and take these tickets. You gonna go on ahead and take these tickets. And you gonna meet me in court. I'm gonna make you call off from your job at Popeyes to come up to the courthouse, and you gonna get some of this humble. That's right.
That's right. And then when they get to court and they see that I'm ready with the evidence.
Officer, I really didn't mean to speak to you in such a manner. I really didn't mean to. It's just, I was having a bad day. My kids were getting on my nerves. Hey, kid,
They come to me with all kinds of stuff. And then I actually let them off. I let them off. Why? Because they came with that humble. They came with that humble. They came with it. But if you take it to trial, you're going to lose. My conviction rate in court was high because I would come with evidence. You know you were speeding. You know you blew that stop sign. Just be honest. But no, you're going to make it hard for me, so now I'm going to return you the favor. So to answer your question, I went the long way. But that was a beautiful question that you asked. That was a beautiful question that you asked. So that's why I tell him. That's why I tell him. So I just want to go on ahead. Here we go. Trucker's wife, you said it's your duty to make them aware. It's a part you agree to when you sign your certificate for your CCL. Yes, but it is a conditional duty to notify. Conditional duty to notify. Yes, profoundly fresh. You have a right not to like somebody. You don't like me because I'm black. Okay. Why would I get offended about that? You don't like me because of something I can't control. Why would I get mad about that? And here come the shea butters. You know what I mean? The extra woke broke folks who will sit there and say, "Oh, you supposed to have beef with this person because this person don't like you because you black. You must not love your blackness." Boy, shut the up. I had to get the beat. Once you have realistic self-esteem, you don't let people gas you up for conflict. You don't let people gas you up for conflict. Don't do that. Let me read some of your comments. Don said, quick question. Have you ever been in the hiring process? Do police departments really look at tickets? Yeah, I've been a part of the hiring process before. I was in internal affairs before. So yeah, I've screened applicants for employment. I can't recall really looking at tickets like that. It depends on what it was for. Now tickets that lead to arrest, yeah, we probably gonna look at that. But regular tickets, like if you were an excessive speeder, now I will tell you this, we will pull your motor record. We will pull your DMV record from the Secretary of State. And if you got a bad driving history, you probably not gonna get the job because you got a bad history of driving vehicles. You and the rules of the road don't agree. So you're probably not gonna get that job. Right? Now that's just the department I was with. Other departments do things differently, right? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Justina, yeah. In order for you to be an officer, you have to be able to drive and you have to operate the vehicle safely and responsibly. You got to be able to. You got to be able to. No problem. I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Please consider subscribing. Please consider subscribing. You said Delaware also. Yes. I appreciate y'all. Y'all active in the comments. I love it. I love it. Have my sound effects been coming through? Have they been coming? When I shift my voice,
when I get the deep voice, does it come through to y'all?
I'm trying different things. You said do come through? All right, thanks. I'm trying. Chicago Mike the Shooter, what's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
What's up, brother Darkness? You got to get a light.
Yeah, I
You
know.
see, you got that Big Daddy voice coming through.
Hey, you got me going in circles.
Hey, I can't
What's up,
help that
man?
my voice is so deep, man.
Yeah, that's. What's up, Chicago Mike the Shooter? What's going on? What's going
Hey, man,
on?
just coming up with some new ideas for my next video. Been working a lot, and hey, I'm just pushing my channel more, and just trying to adjust more
Okay,
on doing my channel and my videos a lot better because I know I've been
okay.
slipping. I mean, it happens to everybody. We
Don't
start
beat
from the
yourself up.
bottom, and
Don't beat
try to
yourself
make it
up.
back to the top.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat
Exactly.
yourself up, man. Look, hey, society will get you to beat yourself up on, the perfectionist thing. Nah, man. Look, hey, you seen how many, you probably didn't catch it in the beginning. Watch it from the beginning. You're going to see how many times I struggle streamed and trying to get my board and stuff like that. And then I got my PlayStation 4. Don't laugh at my
I
head.
see that.
But people been saying, Mike, your channel's at 1 million subscribers. You got a crappy mic. So then I had to get some. My PlayStation mic was just there not being used. I was like, let me go on ahead and grab it. Right.
I mean, it's crappy, but hey, you got 60 people watching, so
Hey,
long as they hear you, that's all that
hey,
matters.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I'm improved. Got the little lights. You got the
I
lights.
mean,
Hey, I got
you got the artwork. Hey, I like
yeah.
that.
Hey,
You know,
Profoundly Fresh said the sound's been coming through. I'm trying. I'm trying. So yeah, give us a word. Bless us with some guidance. Bless us with something. You know, I don't care what it is. Just go ahead. Yeah. And promote your page. Promote your page. I got no problem. Yeah. Go ahead.
well, just make sure that you know, stay to yourself. Don't bother nobody. Stay strapped or get clapped.
Oh, stay strapped to get. Blitz on deck. Speaking about Blitz,
Continue to go to the range, get, train yourself, get more training.
mhm,
Don't just contact Mike. I mean, there's other instructors out there, but
yes,
if you want that training, if you want someone to boost you up or pump your head up a little bit, hey, talk to Mike.
but you know what? You're absolutely right. And the thing is, you said something that was profound, and I'm going to double down on that. Don't just take classes with me.
Right.
Yeah, don't just
But
take.
like I said, there are other instructors out there. But
Yes,
I'm saying, if you want that type of great training that Instructor Mike has, I highly recommend going to Instructor Mike. That's what I was saying.
yeah, and I'm humble about it. I appreciate that, but I can only get people to a certain level.
That's true.
That I can only get people to a certain level. And the reason I like staying at the level, don't get me wrong, I evolve, but I like staying at the level that I'm at because when people get their concealed carry license, they want to go on ahead and take all the courses that start with T and end with active tactical classes. And then they take the tactical classes and then they do great in class. They don't do nothing else with it. Like tactical classes are awesome when you take the class. Tactical classes are awesome right after because you remember it, but then life does you some numbers.
That's true.
You got, baby need a pair of shoes, got a light bill due, baby daddy doing this, baby mama doing this, your boss is doing this, life takes hold, you'll carry the firearm more than you use it, and guess what? Skills that are not often used, you lose. So then you get in a situation where you forgot the basics. That's why I love doing my firearms handling confidence courses 1, 2, and 3. I'm starting a gun club. On the second Saturday and Sunday of each month, starting in October, I am giving up a Saturday. A Saturday. You know how hard it is to give up a Saturday and a Sunday when people usually got that time to be able to take concealed carry classes. I am giving up a Saturday in October and a Sunday in October. The second Saturday and Sunday
Really?
teach more courses. What does more stand for? More open, repetitive education. Just continuing the habits of learning the basics to the level of unconscious competence. But the problem is, you get people who feel that they've mastered the basics. What tactical course could you take where it doesn't include the mastery of the basics to the level of unconscious competence? Do it so much to where you can't mess up. I remember when I was deployed in the Army and we were in Kosovo, Camp Bondsteel. And 5th Special Forces, I think it's either, 5th Special Forces out of Campbell was also, if you know anything about Kosovo, Camp Bondsteel, right, you got DFAC, short for Dining Facility, and then you got the Special Forces compound, where everybody knew it was SF because it was all darked out, stuff like that. It looked special. And so guys in the DFAC sitting, eating, and you can tell the Special Forces guys, AR-670-1 don't mean shit to them. They get to wear whatever they want, do whatever they want, but they're in the same camouflage type uniform. And you tell he got no patches, nothing to identify him. And I was sitting next to him, a couple of guys in the DFAC. I mean, I don't why ain't a special section. We were just sitting together. And I just asked this guy the question, would it be too much trouble if I ask you a question? I'm not trying to sound, facetious or anything like that. And yes, I was talking like that at 20 something. But I was like, I know what makes you guys special. And he didn't get offended by me asking him that question. He's like, you know what? That's a great question. Other people might get offended when you ask that question, but
Yeah.
not me. He said, what makes us so special is that we are great. Great at mastering the basics to the level of unconscious competence. Unconscious competence. To the point where we can't mess up. We do it so much. Just over and over and over and over and over and over again. To the point where we can't mess up. Because people think that under stress you're going to rise to the occasion. No, you're going to sink to the highest level of your habits, your training. All that tactical stuff, yeah, it seems cool. But how fine-tuned are your basics? How fine-tuned are your basics? And those things matter. Should
That's
I
true.
rack the slide? Should I hit the slide lock release? How about I don't care? Whichever one you were able to do, just get good at both of them.
This reminds me of that one kid that came on your live on Instagram that was talking
Yeah.
about tactical. I didn't mean to bring that up, but
No, bring it up.
it just it reminded me so much. I was just like, wait, is he talking about that kid I was talking about all that tactical stuff? And I was just like, okay.
Yeah. And just like the guy that came on and he was talking about you guys are give me what I said. I think he had said something here about you're teaching low level stuff like that or low energy stuff. And I said, give me an example. And he was talking about malfunctions, clearances. How do I do it? And I said, tap, rack, excessive, necessary, press. And he was like, the way you do it is you rip, rack, run. I'm like, okay, rip, rack, run. Got it. Have you taken into consideration? Now, what if I got a 1911 pistol, old school, right? Not the Wilson Combat with the extended base plate that you could actually grab with surface area. I'm talking about the old school 1911, where the base plate of the mag is flushed with the bottom of the grip. What are you ripping? You don't have nothing there to rip. So you got to lock the slide to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you totally eliminate the tap portion in that when the malfunction could be because it wasn't properly seated? What if you have an obstruction in the mag well? Oh, let me guess. You're taking classes with special forces. Outstanding. They got the budgets for the wonderful magazines and the extra stuff that gives them the advantage. I don't teach those types of students. I teach students that get basic stuff, sometimes high class stuff, but sometimes substandard stuff too. I got to teach them where they are, not where I've been. I got to teach them where they are, not where you've been. And so when you get so high to the point where you're looking down on folks, you forget what it's like to teach the regular regulars. And he was just doing some other stuff. And I'm like, well, you want to come teach? Come on down here and teach. You gonna pay my room and board? No, I'm not paying your shit. Well, then I'm not coming. Well, bye. You gotta go. You gotta go.
That was just a waste of energy.
God, totally was a waste of energy. Totally was a waste of energy. So, yeah, that was that. You know, that was that.
When it comes to, you got your CCL, okay, you took your 16-hour class, okay, but answer this question for yourself. Is 16 hours really enough?
Nah, nah,
Is 16 hours really enough?
not at all.
No, it's not.
Not at all. Not at all. Not enough. 16 hours is not enough. Some places require 8. I love New Jersey's FBI course that they require you to take, the FBI course. I love that course. They require you to take the FBI qualification course. Starting out at 25 yards, you gotta it's kneeling and
Oh,
standing.
25 yards.
Yes, starting out at
Ooh-wee.
25, and then you're going from 25 all the way up to the 1 yard line.
With a pistol.
Yes, it's doable, bro. Oh, it is so doable. It is so doable. It is a doable course for real. It's a doable course. It really is. Yep. Let's go on ahead and play something real quick. We're talking about robberies in Chicago. You said FBI medic real soon, your dream job. Let's go on ahead and play this. Now, I will say that we are reacting to this for the purposes of not Facebook, but for the purposes of YouTube. All right, in accordance with Title 17 United States Code Section 107 U.S. copyright law, this video is being used for fair use, criticism, teaching, right? Not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. This commentary is for educational purposes only. Okay, educational purposes only. So let's go on ahead and watch this, and we're going to talk about it. Okay, here we go.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Corey McFerrin.
And I'm Dawn Hasbrook. We begin tonight with a rash of robberies on the west side.
It comes right as CPD announces a new plan to tackle crime in that area.
Tia Ewing is live now with more. Tia.
Well, Don and Corey, starting in the month of July, there's been an explosion of robberies taking place here on the northwest side. These crimes are happening morning, noon, and also night.
Man, your mama should be ashamed of y'all. We blurred the video because the two males robbing this victim appear to be children. Residents across Chicago are concerned as the crime is exploding.
Even when I come out, I'm like watching my freaking back like every chance that I get because, you know, it's so often now.
According to Chicago police, robbery is up in the last 7 days, 107%. Compared to this same time period last year. A majority of the crimes taking place since July 1st alone, with 105 robberies since then. From Ukrainian Village to Lincoln Park, Lakeview, Hermosa, Jefferson Park, and here in Westtown, where 4 robberies occurred in between 1 and 1:15 in the morning. The suspects all matching the same description. 4 armed suspects jumping out of a dark gray sedan and taking wallets, purses, and phones. Alderman Gilbert Villegas of the 36th Ward says the criminals are terrorizing the community.
They're very quick. I mean, it's like a minute or two, they commit the robbery, and then they're on their way.
The suspects are still at large.
They have to add more police on the street.
To combat the problem, Chicago police officers will patrol the nightlife areas in the West Loop, Westtown, and Pilsen. CPD plans to have them stationed in the next 3 months with a goal to reduce robberies.
No chasing. Criminals are taking advantage of that and speeding away, and that's it. I think we need to take a look at revisiting some of these policies.
And taking place this coming Tuesday, the 36th Ward Alderman will have a community meeting to address crime. It will happen at 6 in the evening at the Ukrainian Cultural Center. And since we've been here at Chicago and Orleans, we've noticed an influx of Chicago police officers on patrol. Live tonight, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Chicago, you asked for it. Sorry, you asked for it. What did you expect? Now, some people will say, we didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for this. Mike, how could you sit there and say, yes, you did? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'm going to say something that's controversial, but I mean, Buck Rogers, I'm with you. Oh, my Lord. I am with you. Buck Rogers said, don't blame me. Southside 60th here voted for Vallis. Hey, I voted for Paul Vallis too. Sorry. I ain't got no problem saying that. I voted for Paul Vallis. Sorry. I think we are getting, in Chicago, we're getting the BJ with braces. Braces. Oh, we're getting the BJ with braces. Have you? It doesn't feel great.
I don't even have braces.
You bet. Don't look. I'm just saying. Yes, thank you, firearm self-protection. You getting the BJ with the braces. Look, did y'all think that this was gonna be better with BJ? Did we really think it was gonna be treatment, not trauma? How about we just get families in order first? How about we do that? Better yet, how about you business owners learn how to protect yourself?
Some do, some don't. But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to learn how. But they don't want to take that to consideration.
They don't. They don't. You all relying on the police to do it. Okay, good luck on that. Trucker's wife said, "It's sad. It's ruining our children's lives. At this rate, our children won't survive long." Hey,
There's a lot of kids out there just jumping on people's cars and slamming their windshields and thinking that they can just take over the whole city. Hmm.
now
Who should we
Richard,
blame?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who should we blame on? Blame that on?
Well, Richard Ken said this isn't a Chicago problem. Excuse me. This is a worldwide
Oh,
problem.
definitely. It ain't just Chicago. Yeah, definitely. In my opinion, I'm just saying.
Yeah. As for me, you said, how did you all like Chief Brown? I'm in Dallas. He was our chief. I'm going to tell you, and then I'll give it to Chicago Mike. I actually like Superintendent Brown. And I'm going to tell you why I like Superintendent Brown. I was following Superintendent Brown when he was Chief Brown in Dallas. Now, I don't know everything about him. There's some details and some intricacies that I don't know anything about. But I do know this. Chief Brown said something when he was a superintendent in Chicago. He said something that was very profound and very true. Every Monday, the superintendent typically goes and does his press brief about the weekend violence, how many guns they've taken off the streets, a variety of different things. And he said something that was very profound. He said, as long as the Chicago Police Department, as long as we are the only ones to have to be held accountable for the violence that occurs in the city, nothing will change. Will change. I remember when he said that. That's when he first became superintendent. Where would you know scream from the mayor's office? That was the scream from Lori Lightfoot. That was the scream from her advisors. What do you mean as long as we're the only ones? It will be just you, Superintendent Brown. DCFS won't come to the stage and talk about the hundreds of black kids that are in foster care. The Department of Family and Support Services won't come to the stage and talk about that. We won't have our other city agencies talk about that. No. That's why we hired you. It's your problem now. And if you want to keep this job, you better change your rhetoric. Superintendent Brown, never said anything remotely close to the truth that he said on that stage. They silenced him. So that's why you heard the Superintendent Brown, the go along to get along. That's why you heard him sound very passive. Because when he tried to bring Chief Brown to Superintendent Brown, the don't mess with us Texas, the come and take them from us Texas, the don't tread on me Texas, the accountability responsibility Texas, the arming your teachers to protect the students Texas, the stand your ground Texas. No. We cannot have that in Chicago. We can't have that here. Why? We need to be able to keep them blind. We need to be able to keep them defenseless so we can use them. Because lo and behold, they begin to actually make family matter. Lo and behold, they actually begin to protect their own communities and don't need us. Then you get the police like,
They don't call us anymore. What do you mean? They don't need us anymore. What?
I'm just saying. What are your thoughts, Chicago?
Yeah, I don't know much about Chief Brown, but hey, it's a lot to take in.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But I did not know that he was the chief in Dallas. I did not know that.
Yes, he was the Dallas police chief. Yes, he was. And by all accounts,
This is all new to me. I did not know that.
yeah, and by all accounts, from those who, you know, understand law enforcement and still want reform, but still understand the job of police, he was a good chief. The thing is, people want perfection. So I'm not going to hold him to a perfection standard. But he was a good chief. He was a good chief. For whatever it's worth. All right, y'all. It's been a show. It's been a great show. We had some technical difficulties, but we had a great show all in all.
Hey,
All right, go on
I
ahead
still
and
watching
promote.
you, so
Go on ahead and promote your stuff if you want to. Other than that, I'll get it. I'm gonna read some comments though. I will read some comments. You said Richard Kent, the good ones are always let go. Lefty, I saw you. You had another comment up there, Lefty. You said something like you all used to require 16 hours. Now you all only require 4. You said we have armed schools, armed security in schools starting September now. Well, that's great. That's great. You said, when am I hitting Georgia? I will be hitting Georgia probably in November. I gotta set a couple of things up. Right, gotta set a couple of things up. He said,
fun.
please hit the like, can't chat. Go ahead, Chicago Mike.
No, I was saying have fun when you go down there.
Hey, look, already been in Texas before. Drove through Dallas. I just had to stop through in there. Schneider 007 says no accountability. No accountability. Everybody wants to be a victim. We don't even blame criminals for their crimes. Talk about it. Talk about it. Ooh, I'm about to yawn. Sorry about that. That's right. You know what that means? It's time to go to lawsuit.
Well, no, you had a long day, Mike. Hey, I
Yeah,
understand, brother.
so you said this was a great live divine order. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm trying to add some things to it to kind of spruce it up.
Hey, Mike.
A little
Mike
bit.
always has a great laugh. Hey,
Yeah.
no matter if he's having a good day or a bad day, he'll keep
Trying to,
the audience watching. So hey,
yeah, trying to spruce it up just a little bit. He found out the police retirement money. Ooh, you said he was good in Dallas. He found out that the police retirement Money was stolen. He got out before he hit the fan. Wow, that's something. Yeah.
Can you really trust the police? No.
Here we go. I'm looking to get my CPL tips for a beginner. What classes should I begin to take after I acquire the permit? How much range time should a beginner be putting in? You know, it's not just range time. There are things that you can do outside the range to increase your body dynamics and your skills. So there are things that you can do. But CPL sounds like you're in Michigan, right? So you can find a USCCA class, NRA class, stuff like that. You can find those. Take those classes, but also get with other instructors better than you. Get with other instructors who are willing to teach you more. Private classes, group classes are always great. Take anger management classes. Take parenting classes. Why do I recommend those classes? Because behind every angry adult is an unaddressed child. You need to understand behavior too. You need to understand behavior too. You definitely need to understand behavior, right?
Definitely.
All right. There are other things too. You said off topic, am I going to watch the UFC fights this weekend? Yes, probably while I'm down there in Maryland. Yeah. My main thing is getting down there and teaching folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, y'all, you know what that means. It's time to go. Thank you, Justina. Thank you. Great. Good night. Thank you for a great show. Thank you very much for you watching. Those of you who will watch this and are watching this, please consider joining the channel. You said my favorite gun classes are those taught by officers. Learned a lot through those. Yes, but I have my opinion about those too.
I'm gonna post my channel on here too. That's cool with you.
Yeah, go right ahead. Plug it. Please do.
Sir.
Yes. And thank you for asking too. I appreciate that. Even though I gave you the okay, but great manager.
Oh, yeah.
Keep working on your sound effects game. I'm trying. I like this little board. So hopefully we can keep it going. Right?
So shout out to everybody who's been watching the live chat. Mike, thank you for letting me join your chat. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I just posted my YouTube channel in the chat if you want to go ahead and subscribe. If not, it's all good. But if you want to subscribe, doesn't cost you a dime. Hey, just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hey, check out some of my videos. But I am coming out with some more videos. Trying to adjust more. So hey, go ahead, check me out if you want. If not, it's cool.
Yep. Definitely keep going. All right, definitely keep going. Don't stop. Let's give Chicago Mike. Okay, try the best I can to do that. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Make sure that you all hit the like, comment, subscribe button. Please consider joining. You said it's hard out here. It is. We're gonna go ahead. I appreciate you, Trucker Wife. I appreciate you so much. All the YouTube members and all the people who send super chats. I greatly appreciate you. We're gonna get out of here. I can go ahead and get some sleep because that's needed. All right. Stay safe, and we'll talk at you soon.
What's going on, you? This is Instructor Mike. You follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me
It
on
could be you as a citizen, and you walked up and you see somebody. Look heavy. I don't know. Special, that must be. But it's good to know that this can handle the high pressure rounds of the flooding.
Ready to go. Make eye contact with me. He's still trying to get it open a couple of times.
So, Taylor.